Yo, what's up, people? Welcome back. Hope you're all good. A little bit later than planned today, but that's alright, we got time. I took my time getting ready, had some foods. I can always grab some more snacks. Always have biscuits. We can get some game done. We can get it done. So, I decided. Let me reopen it. I found a spoiler-free list of the missing pirates, which I wanted to complete. That's one thing. And it turns out more than a couple of them are actually really, really easy to find. So, stick that there. That's objective number 1. And I feel like there was another one. Let me have a look. Was it some spells I was still missing? We'll check that after. But first things first, let's have a look for these pirates. All but one, I think, we can reach now. Oh no, I think we can do it now. Right, so. Step 1 is actually... I just need to... I think that should be in the boa. No, where's the boa? Ball bags. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Not that button. Explicitly not that button. Not that one either. It's R3, I think. Okay. Sorry about this. We'll be moving in a moment. Oh dear. Sorry, said. That one. Because that gets us to the world map. Wait. There. That's where we were, isn't it? Yeah. And then... we went in there, right? Yeah, I'm sure we did. We go down? I know, somewhere around here. There we go. Nailed it. First time. Not there. Ugh. There we go. So yeah, we need to make it back to the white boa first. Boop. We got the one underwater here. Which seems like it was probably the most awkward one to get. That one. This is good. This is good. Guest area or main deck? I have a feeling I need to go to the engine area as well. Can't say why though. I mean, I suppose it wouldn't really be... Oh. Well, that was worth it at least. Another treasure hunt. Yeah, without fights or anything, this area isn't really that bad to get around, I guess. Or it wasn't even fights, was it? It was just the pain in the ass stealth sequence. Which I really wish games that aren't designed around sneaking would stop trying to do it. So rarely fun. In fact, this way first? What about either of you? Oh, I ran past them. My bad. Nope. What about this way? Ugh. Thank you. Wait. Why does it show that way being? Oh, that was... We already opened that. Yeah, never mind, never mind. We already looted. I remember. Oh. Rumors of a ghost in the holding cell. Okay. Hi, Jansen. Yeah, no ghost. Oh. Chest, though. Sure. I feel like the seas are just like, yeah, congrats, you searched everywhere. We didn't have anything specific we wanted to give you here, so here's just goodie. I'm curious how many more we have to give, though, to the Pipot before we get another return. Did we get one at 60 or was it back at 50? It's been a while. Not much cracking in here. Oh. Oh. What's wrong? Nothing. It's just... feels like there is someone inside my chamber. Haha. So this is the Queen's room. A man's voice? How gross. What is it said? Well, I think I know that voice. Sounds just like Gondi, one of my crew. Okay. Right. Haha. This is the chair the Queen sits in. And here's the voice pipe the Queen uses. Voice pipe? And, oh, what's that delightful aroma in the air? Why, it's the Queen's smell. I'm gonna kill you. Gah, what? What are you doing here? That's my line, you weirdo. Oh, this is so gross. You don't have to be like that, you know? So what if I'm in love with the Queen? It's called being romantic. There won't be any romance where I'm gonna take you. But no, don't. Ah, Captain. You're here, Captain. You're on my side, right? Said, do you really know this man? Nope, don't know him. What? Oh, come on. Whoops. Oh, right, we triggered it despite coming from the complete opposite end of the room. Frame rate. Frame rate. Video game. Too much water or something? She's looking at the harp. Maybe we can get the harp now to play the magic for the god? So this is the harp that summons the Holy Beast. That's the one, the Holy Beast. Yes, the beast is attracted to its gentle tones, so he makes his presence known whenever I play it. Huh, nice. Well, here you go then. Probably haven't seen him in a while anyway, right? Yeah, we should do that. Ming's harp. Well, yeah, it still feels dreamlike because this isn't... You weren't sent here to be a queen, presumably. I get the feeling they were sent as scouts. God knows if they were meant to be here for 1,000 years in the first place. Oh, hi. Oh, we can do this here. Did we do the last one? 9. Nice. Five-star difficulty cubic maestro, eh? Alright, they're all just set to 4 again. Rear. Durkad. Egab. Fairy. Baggy. Cacta. Red. Inspecto Patronus. Some other, I don't know, nonsense verbiage. Right. Stay back there. In fact, I think I can get rid of all of these because I finally did. I couldn't get a nice sound clip of George Takei's Oh My. I really wanted it. I might keep hold of that post-it, but I got at least one of my notes for things I wanted. Couldn't find a good clip of Brother either. Although I do wonder, I could probably get in the sound files. Anyway, that's still on the cards. I am ready. 4-person squad. Assemble. We Anamanaguchi. Anywho. Rear. Durkid. There we go. Egab. Fetty. And then Baggy. Nice crit. The fact you can do that is still... So, the way they've coded the minigame, Fry, is that they do it inside the combat, but it's basically just pick the order to bop the boxes. But because it's in combat and it's attacking, even though it's not showing damage, there's still a chance of crit. And every now and then it does it, and it's just funny to me. I love it. I do kind of love it. See? Right, hang on. Hopefully I didn't fuck that up. This isn't particularly complicated, but it's slow. There we go. I don't mind it though. It's quite a fun little mini game. I could do more stuff in the backyard as well. But yeah, this also gives us some nice goodies usually. What do we get? Sundetch glasses. Nanny. Oh, Fry, I got a couple of new sounds for the soundboard. Do you wanna hear them? Does anyone want to hear new soundboard choices? I added two. As I say, my George Decay failed, and I couldn't get a good clip of Liquid Snake shouting brother. That's gonna require more searching than some other things. But I'll play my favorite, which is out of context right now. I was considering saving it for a place in context, which I actually feel like might happen in this game. I don't know. Who knows where it's going? Anyway, I've got a little.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space.
That's my happy button right now. I was there after I did it last night, and every now and then I'd just be like, yeah, why not? Anyway. I have at least one treasure as well, but I was looking for the valuable. Reveal unseen treasure chest. Are you fucking with me? Are you serious right now, game? Are you telling me that you've had literal invisible treasure chest the entire time that I wasn't allowed to see? Are you for real? Was that Red Alert 1 or 2? He was in both, right? Can't remember. I have them all. I'm so tempted to play them through again for the campaign. Should I do that? Should we do that this evening? Red Alert 3. Okay. They all had such amazing dumb acting in them. That was one of my favorite things. Okay, great. Now I have to. Now I have to go back to all these areas. Shit. Absolutely have to. Fuck. Oh, we've got so much side quest to do right now, guys. This is unreal. I'm kind of digging it. But be aware, I'm going to completely have forgotten what we were doing in the main story by the time we get there. But fuck it. Hopefully at least going to be over level and a little bit OP. 3 brought in all the high note actors. Yeah, I guess so. Before that, it was randos. Still can't believe Tim Curry did a Red Alert game. So good. How long are those campaigns? They're probably not that long, right? I played more of 2 than any of the others, but they were mostly just straightforward little mission things. You didn't have to sit and do long base building. Yeah, I mean, fortunately, it's not too rough to go back around areas in the game and grab stuff. But that is a little cheeky to be like, yeah, this thing was literally invisible. In fact... No. There's also these that you have to talk to the person before the treasure is literally spawned in the game. To get the quest. It's a relic of the times, right? What? Wait, I thought that was generic bullshit, and now it's like missing materials. Okay. Right. Okay. How do I get on the deck? Main deck. That seems like a good choice. Right. Well, we got Gondi. Thankfully, thanks to the upgraded item detector, we see it on the map from all the way over there. Just a case of grabbing it. Boils down to busy work, but it's not taken long. We could have done it faster if I held the sprint button, to be honest. Got a sprint. Wait, where are you? There we are. 3-star absorbers. Fuck is that? I'm guessing it's in here somewhere. Star absorber. I'm looking at the requirements. It's gonna... Something will have popped up now. Or it's gonna have a new thing on it, isn't it? Calling it. Ingestion ring. There we go. MP absorber level 3. But we haven't even encountered the materials to make an MP absorber level 2. Huh. Well then. Ain't that dandy. I love that it's just like coma ring. The idea of just stabbing someone with a sword and they go coma. Is that right? Feels a little bit mean. Don't think I have need to make any of these right now. I think we're good. Unless it's something with like... It's level 3. Hold up. Oh, I don't have quite enough waterfall clusters. Alright. Remember, there is a filter. I've never used it before, despite looking at that button a million times. Right, we got the thing. Shh. I guess if we do one side quest at a time, I won't get super duper confused. Hopefully. So. We need to go to the Sea of the Bows. See a man about a dog. And a child about steering the fucking ship. Why are we letting the child steer the ship? Said, buddy, pal, why? I'm a boss. There's been a few of these in this game, though. Again, it is kind of a relic of the time, but there was... We've got all the seeds going on. That's a collectathon. We've got the dreams, which are a collectathon. Like, if you want 100% that, which at this point I'm saying, fuck it. I guess we're kind of 100%ing everything I can find as far as it makes sense. Not collecting everything, but I don't know. I'll do everything until I'm done. There's no better way of explaining it. But yeah, you've got the seeds, the dreams, the spells, of course, because they're collected through chests and stuff, like half of them at least. Some of the accessories, which I suppose we could group that under the royal seals. There's the pirates, the invisible treasures. Oh, there's also loads of treasure spawns, like, under the ocean if you want to just go and scour around as a submarine. Was this place always this windy? Wait, what are you doing? Huh. I mean, really, buddy? What was the plan? How... Yeah, I mean... If your answer to the trouble was to hide in a barrel... Yeah, I don't know what we can do for you. Yeah, what are you doing in the barrel, Nick? Does wonders for the skin. Right. Yeah, leave you to it. Alright, fair enough. Enjoy. Maybe you should just learn to become the barrel. Consider it a life lesson. Okay. I think... Wait, actually, hang on. Regret. Because there was a person there that I may as well have spoken to. I don't know why I ignored them. I think we're up to date on all the dreams as well. They have all been read, I think. Read one at the end of the last stream. That wasn't too long. I'm just mentally preparing myself for at least one of them. But we don't have many left. Can't make it to the Grand Staff. Well, that's a shame because the Grand Staff is... Oh, it is there. It is there. I can see it faintly. Oh, I just saw the place to the right. Damn it, we're going back again. For all I know, there's an invisible chest there anyway. Fuck. Sorry, people. But fortunately, doing the invisible treasures will also coincidentally fill out some of the missing spells. See, look at that. Look at that. Called it. I felt it. I hadn't even got through to looking at that list yet, but I just knew. Fucking thing. There's been so many of these random ends. There we go. Case in point. There's been so many of these random dead ends in this game, and I'm like, but this is where you put the loot. But there's no loot. We already did the side thing for the leveler. Which has a very confusing explanation and a 4-turn cast time. That makes me think it's probably not going to be worth casting. Although at least the MP cost only gets taken from the pool. If it actually casts. It's not at the start of the cast, it's on the... Right, it's not during the charging, the waiting time. It's as it casts, so there's that. Primus. I'm not sure if I like Primus. I'm not sure if I've heard a Primus song. I've heard the name of the band. Metal, right? Sure, I've heard it in association with things like Download. Which I wouldn't mind going to, but I'm not sure I'd want to camp there. I don't know how far away it is, how feasible that'd be. Maybe I should do that post-COVID, if it's still alive. There'll be some variant, right? There's always people wanting to go to a festival. City of Saman. It's like the talk of Glastonbury possibly not surviving. And it's like, well, if they have any money to start up, even if they have to start up again smaller, right? If there's a demand, all you have to do is supply. It's basic economics. Anywho, let's find this buddy. Is it going to be you? Oh, cutscene. We're playing here first. It's really mean to have twins and also dress them exactly the same. And also to make them, like, animate the same way. How do you get your children to animate identically? That's commitment. Albeit in a mirrored fashion. It's creepy. First come, first serve, bub. Oh. Whenever I hear anyone say bub, which doesn't happen frequently, never in real life, but it happens very infrequently in media, but it always makes me think of Wolverine. A la X-Men. Or, well, I guess it's more leading on from that. My brain then goes to, what are their names? Not Kevin and Perry, not Cheech and Chong. What were... Kevin Smith with, oh, god damn it. From Mallrats and... Jay and Silent Bob, there we go. Sorry, brain was struggling there. I think there's another Jay and Silent Bob thing coming out. Although, probably the kind of thing that's been rumoured for years, so... Crew doesn't have much discipline. Yeah, they're all over the world. How'd they get here on their own and just not bother coming back? Okay. Just trying to revive my youth by arguing with young children. Stealing toys, yeah. He's drunk, right? Wasted and arguing with kids, or is he just wobbling around for emotion? Maybe. Weird emote, bruh. Let's go. I think that leaves one. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Bingo. Back here again. Now, to be fair, every time we come back, we've had something else happen. Oh, there he is. Huh? Hey, did you just see someone over there? Yeah, I did. Who on earth could that be, Said? Something up? Nothing. Just that I think I might know who that is. What? What's that guy up to this time? I'm sorry. Excuse me while I go in and grab him. I'll be quick. I wonder if there's an invisible chest opposite... Wait. Is that always there? No. Master earring. Oh, shit, son. Get learned. Yeah, boy. How high does the composite go? Is level 3? No, level 4. Level 4 we haven't got yet. But we have got level 3 composite. Nice. Getting all the good shit. Going into the end game strong. I'm kind of nervous. This place is still spooky. So he would be over here? Presumably? Unless he's running around. What you up to, Rodo? Come on. Identical to the last guy as well, right? Yeah, come on. Off you pop. I think that's all of them. So let's go hand that in and check that out. Then who knows, probably end up back here again for another hidden treasure. But in the meantime, like I say, getting around the world map. All the little areas, with a couple of exceptions, like the major cities. But the rest of them are really quite small, to be honest. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Pirate Fortress. The load's not that bad, but that's probably helped by the size of the zones. And there. Nicely disguised by a little animation, I guess. Welcome back, Captain. Gar's over in the workshop now. Go pay him a visit, why don't you? Gar? Does he need me for something? Well, yeah, you could say that. Just go see him, okay? This game actually looks, at least in terms of like color palette and whatnot, does look a lot like FF12, doesn't it? Got like the Magitech as well. Which, yeah, I guess FF12 was the last. Did Sakaguchi work on 12? Wait. Up in his hut. Which is... Oh no, it is this way. It is this way. Had to be ladders, didn't it? So I can't sprint. I wonder if we get this extra boat going. I don't think it's ever going to go anywhere, but maybe. Bonus boating. Cheeky boaty bonus. Yes, so I hear. What you got? Oh, Captain, my Captain. That's something I'd like to give you. What in there? Damn, this is one fine gun, isn't it? Everyone's been working on it for you. We were hoping you'd be surprised. Just about to put it together when we got attacked, so everyone ended up taking a handful of parts when we escaped. Thanks to you finding all of the crew again. Convenient. We've reunited all the parts, and now we have this. Go ahead, see how it feels. Oh, you didn't have to do this. But thanks. I'll be sure to take good care of it. And a ring. Magic rifle of Anira and Anira ring. Ooh, okay. Daddy's gun and ring. Let's take a little look-see. Yeah, that's gotta be like ultimate weapon dealy, right? Magic of the Beast and Era. We're calling him a beast now, are we? He sounded more kind of angelic, but that's interesting. Does that... If Anira was a beast, does that not mean Seth is guilty of bestiality? And shouldn't Seth be more like a Minotaur? Just saying. Just saying. Alright, let's check out the ring. HP, MP, and magic delay. Oh, it's like the same as this, but oh my god. Oh, we've got some good choices for rings now, though. Like, I might stop swapping out elements unless it's really necessary, because... we can give you the gravity ring. We can give you the Anira ring. And then I can also, I guess, give you more skills, because you're never ever going to run out of MP when you're absorbing it on regular hits. Maybe it's more worth it? I don't know. But, like, yeah. Nullify all elements. Nullify all status elements. We're looking kind of a... kind of boss right now. I can take that off. Combo? Combo power hit. Maybe, I think what I need to do, ASAP to be honest, Sarah is currently learning reduced casting time from Kirk. Alright. I think I need to get Tolton leveled up, because I think he's going to be the one that learns all the tastier combat skills. Max seems to be like buffing and stuff, and with the spirit magic and whatnot. But Tolton got the power hit and the cut down, and I guess you got the power hit and the combo though. Hard to say. I guess he's more guard and counter. Need to get some SP. That's what I need. That's what I need. I need some SP. Give me SP. Do it, cowards. Do it. In fact, at the very least... I suppose it covers the cost of complete defense as well when I want it. So I think that's the thing, that when you'd hit 0, you just have 1 instead. Actually, I'm not even sure that's good or not. Defend becoming stronger. You can go. You can go. 2 hit. I think earlier on, at least, the combo was more effective. More damage overall. Took that off, didn't I? Defend becomes stronger. We have ultimate defense. What does it even matter? Go straight in and hit someone at the back. That will work well in combination with a ring that delays... Oh no, that's on the regular hits, isn't it, though, with the ring hits. Just magic. Just regular hits. Alright. I don't know. I don't know. Unless, actually... Hold up. What was... what did I just put on? Combo, right? Yeah, allows to. Let's see how that works. Maybe that's how we do it. Because we can share it around? Maybe? I feel like I had a better version of that, though. Maybe not. Or maybe I saw it and didn't learn it. Alright, 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 alright. Right, that is Pirates Dunzo. Now then. There's the backyard. There's also the invisible treasure chests. There's no way I'd do this kind of thing anymore, though, without just a list of locations to go and check. Because just running around the entire game again looking for everything is not my idea of fun anymore. So, from the top. Wait, wait. Or do I just go in here? Looking for a playground. Not looking like here. Probably should have just taken the taxi. Oh well. Frames! Both of them, stay with me. Let's go there. Definitely taking the taxi out of here. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what? You know what? We can do it. We can do it. We're getting there. Every extra story right now is just one more step closer to completion. And it's not that I'm not enjoying them. Like I say. Okay. Just gotta try and remember what I was doing after. Right. Little Liar. Everyone in the marketplace hates the little girl. Not yet 10 years old, and far from having outgrown the sweet innocence of childhood, she earns only open contempt from the grown-ups who have shops in the market. The reason is simple. She lies about everything. Hey, mister, I just saw a burglar go into your house. Look, lady, everything just fell off your shelves. Hey, everybody, did you hear what the traveler said? Bandits planning to attack this market. Even the most harmless white lies can be annoying if repeated often enough, and the shopkeepers have found themselves growing angry. Are we going for Boy Who Cried Wolf here? What do we reckon? We've got, like, the first couple of pages here. Okay. Ooh. Better watch out for her too, the Lady Greengrocer warns Kime. Nobody here falls for her lies anymore, so she's always on the lookout for newcomers or strangers. Somebody like you would be a perfect target for her. She could be right. Kime is new to the town. He arrived a few days ago and has just started working in the marketplace today. What do her parents do? Kime asks while unloading a cart full of vegetables. The woman frowns and shakes her head with a sigh. She doesn't have any. They died? The mother did at least. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago. She was a healthy young woman who never so much as caught a cold in her life. Then one day she collapsed, and that was it for her. How about the father? She sighs more deeply than before and says, he left to find a job in the city. The parents used to operate a variety store in the market, though the mother almost single-handedly took care of the actual buying and selling of the many goods they carried. As soon as she died, the shop's fortunes took a plunge until it was eventually taken over by someone else. The father went off to the distant capital city in search of a good-paying job that would enable him to cover their debts. He promised to come back in 6 months, but he has been gone a whole year now. Letters used to arrive from him on occasion, care of his friend the tailor, but those two gave out about 6 months ago. The testing, oh god, yeah, I can't imagine. I wouldn't be putting up with that bullshit, I'll tell you that. I guess you could say it's sad for such a little girl to be waiting around for her father to come home, but still. The girl now sleeps in a corner of the communal storehouse run by the people of the marketplace. We all used to talk about taking care of her, to be stand-in parents for her until her father comes back. This is no surprise to Kime. He knows from his own experience that all the people who work in the marketplace, and not just this plump, kindly woman, are good-hearted and generous despite their limited means. Otherwise, they never would have hired a stranger like himself. Aye, no worries, Arx. Have a good one. But long before that first 6 months went by, we were all heartily sick of her. She was a sweet, simple girl while her mother was alive, but this experience has left her kind of twisted. All her sweetness is gone. Of course we all feel sorry for her, and we take our turns feeding her and dressing her in hand-me-downs. But the way she keeps telling lies to all the grown-ups, nobody really cares about her anymore. Why can't she see that? She must be lonely, don't you think? With a pained smile, the woman shrugs and says, that's enough gabbing for one day. Work, work. And she goes back inside the shop. Kime is sorting the vegetables he has unloaded in front of the shop when he hears a little voice behind him. Hi, mister. You new here? It's the girl. Uh-huh. You're not from the town, are you? No, I'm not. Are you living upstairs while you work here? For a while, at least. That's what I'm hoping to do. I'll tell you a secret, okay? It's starting already. Okay, Kime says without pausing in his work. There's a ghost in this marketplace. The people here don't tell anybody about it because it's bad for business, but it's really here. I see it all the time. Really? Kime responds with feigned surprise. He decides to play along with her rather than scold her for lying. In this endlessly long life of his, he has encountered any number of children who have lost their parents or been abandoned by them. The sadness and loneliness of children who have been cast into the wide world alone are exactly what Kime feels himself as he continues to wander through the infinite flow of time. What kind of ghost? A woman, and I know who she is. It's the ghost of a mother who has lost her child, she says. Her little girl, her only child, died in an epidemic. Overcome with grief, the mother chose to die, and now her ghost appears in the market every night, searching for her daughter. The poor mother. She killed herself so she could be with her daughter, but she can't find her in the other world either. So she keeps looking for her here and calling out, "Where are you? Hurry and come with Mommy to the other world." The girl tells her story with deadly seriousness. Don't you think it's sad, she asks Kime. She actually has tears in her eyes, which is precisely why Kime knows she is lying. Even if he had not been warned by the woman, he would know this was a lie based on what she told him about the girl's background. Kime carefully arranges bunches of well-ripened grapes in a display crate and asks the girl, "Why do you think the mother can't find her daughter?" "What?" the girl asks him with a dazed stare. Well, he explains, the girl is not in the other world, and she's not wandering around in this world, so where is she? Kaim does not mean this to be a cross-examination. He simply feels that someone who lies out of sorrow can have a far easier time of it by recognizing the lie for what it is. The loneliness of a girl who has lost her mother and been abandoned by her father consists not in telling one little lie, but in having to keep on lying. Now that you mention it, that's a good point, the girl says, smiling calmly. Really, where did the girl go? Kaim momentarily considers pointing at the girl as if to say, right here. But before he can do so, she continues. This is the first time anybody ever asked me that. You're kind of different. I wonder. No, you are. You're different, the girl insists. I think we can be friends. Her smile deepens. Kaim smiles back at her, saying nothing. Just then, they hear the lady greengrocer coming from the back of the shop, and the girl dashes away. Just before she disappears around a corner into the alleyway, the girl gives Kaim a little wave as if to say, see you soon. For the first time, the face of the girl with the all too grown-up speaking style, there we go, shows a hint of childishness befitting her years. Mouth, voice, word thing. Lally, lule, lo. There we go. I don't know any actual vocal warm-ups. Anyway, the girl begins coming to see Kaim at the shop several times a day when the lady grocer is not around. She tells him one lie after another. I baked cookies with my mother last night. I wanted to give you some, but they were so good I ate them all. Bandits kidnapped me when I was a little baby, but my father came to save me and beat up all the bandits so I didn't get killed. My house? It's a big white one at the foot of the mountain. You're new here, so you probably don't know it. It's the biggest house in town. You don't have a family? You're all alone? Poor Kaim. I wish I could share some of my happiness with you. All her lies are born of sorrow. Sad, lonely lies she could never tell to marketplace people who know her background. At the end of every chat with Kaim, as she is leaving, the girl holds her finger to her lips and says, This is just our little secret. Don't tell the lady grocer. Of course, Kaim says nothing to anyone. If he happens to find himself in a situation where the market people are speaking ill of the girl, he quietly slips away. Lies and disparagements are funny things. They don't take shape because someone tells them, but rather because someone listens to and voices agreement with them. A truly isolated individual can never speak ill of anyone. The same can be said regarding lies. Because she has someone to tell her lies to, the girl need not fall into the abyss of true isolation. To protect her small, sad share of happiness, Kaim plays the role of her listener, raising no objections. It's true. It's true. Doesn't matter how many lies someone spouts if you don't stand around and listen to it. Up to a point, of course. Anyway. One day when the girl comes to see Kaim, she takes special care not to be noticed by the lady grocer or by the owners of the neighbouring shops. Tell me, mister, are you planning to stay here a long, long time? No, I'm not, Kaim says, continuing to unload vegetables and fruit. You'll be leaving when you save up enough money? Probably. But you don't have enough yet? I'm getting there, he says, turning a strange smile on the girl. This is a white lie of his own. He already has enough money to support himself on the road, nor has he taken his current live-in job because he needs money so badly. He is here because he has not found a destination he wants to travel to. A journey without a destination is an endless journey. Wise men say that you need dreams and goals in life, but dreams to accomplish and goals to realize shine as guideposts in life precisely because life is finite. So, then, what should be the dreams and goals of one who has been burdened with a life that has no end? Kaim's is not a journey to be hurried, nor is it one that can be hurried. Perhaps drifting day after day with no destination cannot even be called a journey. Feels kind of meta about... I don't know. Not a journey to be hurried. Much like this game it feels, hurrying through is a disservice. Maybe that's why there's so much side stuff. I don't know. Possibly reading too much into that there, though. Like I say, it's most likely primarily a a result of the times and its heritage. Let's face it, even in modern RPGs, let's be honest, you still have the lootathons sides of it. Go explore every corner 4 or 5 times. Although I feel like a lot of that's relegated to MMO. Like the worst of it. At least. The thing that turns me off it the most. If I were you, says the girl, I would get out of this marketplace as soon as I had saved up enough for 2 or 3 days of travelling. Karen responds to her with a silent, pained smile. What would be the look on the girl's face if Karen were to tell her, I'm staying here for you. I am finding the meaning of my life for now, and providing you with a listener for your lies. The moment these words come to mind, words he can never actually speak to her, the girl looks around furtively and says in a near whisper, if you want to get out of here soon, I know a good way you can do it. A good way? Sneak into the tailor's and steal his money. There's a little pot in the cabinet at the back of the shop. It's full of money. Are you telling me to steal it? Yes? She looks straight at Kyan without the slightest show of doubt in her eyes. In all seriousness, she goes on to explain. That tailor deserves to have his place robbed. The money in the pot, she says, is tainted. I know this girl, a good friend of mine, she says, and it's so sad about her. Her mother died, and her father went off to work in the capital, and she's all alone. Her father was supposed to come and get her after 6 months, but she hasn't heard a thing from him. Yet another lie born of sorrow. Kaim calmly asks, is there some connection between your friend and the tailor? Of course, she says. A close connection. What's really happening is the father was sending her money every month the way he was supposed to help make her life in the town a little easier. And he kept writing to her. He wanted to tell her he found a good job in the city and she should come to live with him right away. He's too busy to come for her, so she should come to him. And he sent her money for the trip, but none of the letters or money ever reached the girl. And why do you think that is? Before Kaim can answer, the girl says, the mistake he made was to send the letters and money care of the tailor. He's been keeping all the money for himself. Kaim looks away from the girl. In order to prop up one sad lie, the girl has piled on a still sadder one. A lie that can hurt another person. This is the saddest thing of all. The lock on the tailor's back door would be really easy to break, the girl adds, and she gallops away without waiting for Kaim's reply. The girl comes running into the grocery store the next morning, shouting for the owner. She says directly to the woman, not to Kaim. Burglars broke into the tailor's shop last night. She says she saw a number of burglars sneaking in late at night after the marketplace emptied out. My oh my, says the woman with a forced smile. That must have been just terrible. She is obviously not taking the girl seriously. But it's true though, I really saw them. Look, little girl, I've had just about all I can take from you. You're such a little liar. It scares me to death to think about you growing up to be a burglar or a con artist or something. I'm busy trying to open my shop now. Do you mind? Try it on somebody else. She is hardly through speaking when someone outside shouts, Help! Somebody come! The tailor is standing in the street, looking horrified and screaming at the top of his lungs. But burglars! They took all my money! The little girl slips away as the tailor comes in. The marketplace is in an uproar. The girl was not lying, that much is certain. But, all too accustomed to her lies, people now suggest the possibility of another kind of lie. Maybe she did it, what do you think? And so it begins. I think you may be right. Talk about play acting. I wouldn't put it past her. Let's go find her. We'll make her tell, even if we have to get a little rough with her. No one objects to this suggestion. Some run off to the storehouse, and others start searching the marketplace. Can't find her anywhere. Storehouse is empty. She ran away with the money. As the searchers return with their reports and speculation, Kaim finally understands everything. After all her sad lies, the girl has left behind one final truth. She couldn't have gotten very far. Yeah, we can still catch her. The little thief. Wait till I get my hands on her. The men rage, and the women fan the flames. Good. Give her what she deserves. We were so nice to her, and now look how she treats us. We can't let her get away with it. A dozen men start to run after her, but Kime stands tall in the road, blocking their way. Hey, move it. The men are out for blood, but Kime knows if he felt like it, he can knock them all down and they wouldn't be able to lay a finger on him. Instead, he relaxes his powerful stance and throws a leather coin pouch on the ground in front of the men. The stolen money is in there, he says. What? Sorry, I stole it. A confused stir quickly turns into angry shouts. Kime raises his hands to show he will not resist. Do what you like with me. I'm ready. The lady grocer breaks through the wall of men, shouting at him. How could you do this, Kime? I wanted the money, that's all. And you're not just saying this to protect the girl? The woman's intuition is too sharp. Forcing a smile, Kime turns to the tailor and says, it was in the pot in the cabinet, right? The man nods energetically. It's true, he must have done it. I had the money in a pot. He's the thief. The money wasn't the only thing in the pot, though, was it? What are you saying? You had some letters in there, too. Letters from the girl's father. That's a lie. Don't be crazy. It's true, though. No, there couldn't have been any letters. I threw them all... The tailor claps his hand over his mouth. But it is too late. The lady grocer glares at him. What's this all about? She demands. No, I mean... You'd better tell us everything. The people's angry glances turn from Kime to the tailor. Some days later, 2 letters arrive from the girl addressed to the lady at the grocery store and the nice man upstairs. Kime's letter says the girl managed to find her father in the capital. He has no way of knowing if this is true or not. It is hard to imagine a little girl finding her father in the big city so easily without knowing his address or workplace. Welcome back, Arx. Welcome back. Still, he decides to believe it when the girl's letter says, I am happy now. Human beings are the only animals that lie. Lies to deceive people, lies to benefit oneself, and lies to protect one's own heart from the threat of crushing loneliness and sorrow. If there were no lies in this world, much strife and misunderstanding would surely disappear. On the other hand, perhaps it is because this world is a mixture of truth and lies that people have learned how to believe. When he is through reading his letter, Kime turns to the woman. Concentrating on her own letter, she shyly raises her head when she senses Kime looking at her. I give up, she declares. Listen to this. I am so grateful to you and the others in the marketplace for all you have done for me. I will never forget you as long as I live. A liar to the bitter end, that girl, she says, smiling through the tears. We did it. We did the thing. Alright. Alright, we did the thing. It was a nice story. Not my favourite, but, you know. Like I say, they're all well written enough at the very least. Let's get... Is it this way? I think it might be this way. I really wish I'd just taken... Wait, no. Yes? Yes. Which one of you randomly gives a treasure thing? I bet there's at least one of you, right? Ugh. Monument in the station square. There we go. Inside the station square monument. Alright, well, I actually wasn't expecting to find anything, but I'm glad I went and asked everybody. Sure, we take that. Inside the statue. This statue? Does that count? Ooh. Gaia Breaker and Ring. I mean, it's good. It's just not quite good enough. Alright. Oh, wait, there was a ring, right? Damage crit, double GC. Okay. It's fair. Where's the playground? Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Like, I really would rather not have to just go and mash A on everybody in the game. God damn it. Yes, the Grand Staff flew away. There is an inn, yes. Wait. Is there a thing here? No. Just a doggo. You got no... Wait. Dead end? Oh. Separate. Never mind. Gongora's old mansion, yes. Yes, yes. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's to the north? Where were all the houses? That's all shops. Oh, this is the residential area? Right, yes, now I remember. Kick the ball. Is that what the cat was staring at then? Interesting. Slight hint, I guess. That's a big heal. The biggest group heal, even. Yeah, I really don't know how those spells are going to function. Yeah, how do I... Is it this way? Yes. We just going in? King Gongora. Oh, enemies? Oh. Oh, that makes me kind of... Hang on. Let's go save real quick. Although, this is kind of good. If we can get some SP. Nope. Yes. The meow. I didn't even notice the cat. It is funny though. Just how many stock sound effects you can notice spread around. Is it this way? This would lead back outside. Yeah, there we go. I remembered. Get nothing except to go down. Okay, no goodies though. But zone. Secret cave. All the chests are open. Oh shit, I didn't even see that. Although I guess that's the point of an invisible chest there. Wait, what's that? Composite magic book. Well, holy shit, snacks. There we go. And mages are the strong right now. Well, they will be. Well, I suppose having the accessory already gives you the skill. Kind of random ass enemies we're going to see in here. Oh, jump, jump, jump. Do we want to jump first or go down? Ooh. Choices. Nah, I think I wanted to go down. Mechanical, huh? Oh, right, I was testing these rings. Can we just swing? Probably can just swing. Or spam gamble. If in doubt, spam gamble. Let's see who can kill their enemy first. Or fastest. Damn. Oh, shit. Uh-huh. Bit of a dick move, lads. Blech. Love the way they go flying backwards. Oh no! Ah, shit. Bruh. Where is my absorb going, though? It doesn't seem... I don't think it works. I'm just absorbing nothing because nothing's going to Sarah, who's on the back row and lacking in HP. I don't get it. Wow. That move. Yeah, I don't get it.
Leap before you look, I always say.
Wait, leap before you look? What kind of plan is that? We have learned a lot of good stuff right there. Okay. We can cycle Cookout now. And bring in... Mac? I think? I reckon. Or Tolton. I'm going to go with Tolton, actually, because he may have secret other stuff, but then he'll have the spirit. He's lower level as well. We'll do that. We'll do that. Whoops. Skill link. Mac. I mean, I'm still curious about that, but it's so situational. Really nothing worth learning on you right now. For the sake of it, I guess. Yeah, whatever. You two. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to bother. But we can level him up and hopefully unlock some stuff on him. Guard heal. Auto shield, that's fine. We're leaving them. Leaving them. They're not done. Max MP up. Still learning the black-white. Don't need elements. We don't need statuses. We don't need the analyses. Don't need magic. Don't need counters. Which ones of those? Oh, you've also already learned both. Okay. Crisis, blah, 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 blah. Nothing for you either. That there. Carry on learning that. I'm trying to think if I just get rid of the 3 accessories, do I? Special accessory isn't needed right now. 3 accessories isn't needed right now. For you at least. We're learning level 4 composite, which will replace that. Level 8 black and white will replace that. Crisis defense, concentrate. Ailment resist. If we find... Oh. Oh, you had me worried there, Fry. Holy shit. For a start, because I first read that as my dad has taken a dreadful turn. And I was like, oh shit. Okay, good. No, that's, yeah. In comparison between the 2 readings of that, take the digestive in the tea. Oh. I had a moment there. What are we... Have I not learned it yet? Ailment resist. Where's the magic resist? I could have sworn I just checked and you learned it. Where is he? go mad? Oh, you've still got it. Shit, you haven't learned it yet. That's fine, that's fine. Alright. I can't remember if that's the special equipment. Might be. We'll worry about that when we have to. Okay, so we still have the element, so we'll leave a slot for that. Which gives us 1. Remaining HP into MP. What's the chances we ever really need that? I don't think they're high. We could put Waller on, because it would enable us to help rebuild the guard condition if we get fucked. That might be the best choice, actually. Looking at it, right? Oh, and at the very least, you upgrade the reduced casting time. I don't know if they stack, but I'm not going to do that right now either way. That's for the elements. Right, you're good. I'm going to leave you for now. And you, and you. Yeah, I want to go back this way. Go down the ladder. So many damn choices with skills and equipments and... I mean, the characters are still very much tied into their archetypes. Your fighters are still your fighters and your mages are still your mages. The stats are pretty much always going to lock that in. But there's still options. I am curious, though, with the whole formation paralysis status thing. If they expect me to be changing formation more actively during combat. Because that doesn't feel like a thing worth doing. I don't know. $5,000 G. We take it. We love to see it. Oh, hi. Damn it. Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe because they're mechanical, we just can't heal off them. Maybe that's what it is. Huh. Okay. Noted. In fact, if they're all mechanical in here, and we can't steal off them... Ring change? Maybe? Right? It's these guys. Oh my god. Give me real damage, please? Bruh. Right, well, you were fun while I was using you. I need, or want... Machine Killer. Lotus Rain. There we go. Got anything else with Machine Killer mixed in? Damage, crit, GC. Machine 1. Machine 2. There we go. Rabble, rabble. Oh, you're just going to shoot that randomly. Got it. That'll be fun. Knob off. the noise these enemies are making is kind of annoying. They need to die faster. Bye-bye.
It's not in my nature to lose.
Nullify all elements. Perfect. Beautiful. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Can I go down to... Might take the MacGuffin off her as well. Because we can Ogre Bangle there. Could lose that. Be alright. Free up another slot. Is it royal or special? I don't know. Royal. Okay. So for now, at the very least, we take that off. Place it with that, so we can equip the thing, and then you can learn it. Okay. That. Nullified. Magic defense boost. Don't think we super need right now. Getting there. I do think overall this might not be worth it by default for everyone. I think you can take that off now. And take... Where is it? Nullify all elements. And you've already got ailment resistance. Ultimate analysis. Attack boost 2 will go in there. Still gives me a slot? What do we want? What do we want, chat? Magic defense boost? Potentially? That or we straight up equip. Auto barrier and shield. We've still got absorb transfer on. Yeah, I'll leave that on for now. You know what? Oh, I don't know. Award medal? Don't think I've ever used that. Is it any good? No, absorb magic's pointless because we're going to be blocking all the elemental stuff. Guard heal? Maybe? Like, honestly. Power guard, fuck it. No, I don't like that either. I have this slot, and there's got to be... wonder if that counts as an ailment. Right? Still, again, not really something that's come up too often and been a problem. Evade? More HP? Might not be the worst idea. Even her out with Kime a little bit. Still not up there, but... yeah, that's fine. Oh, heal while we're at it. And carry on. You... beautiful. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-da-da. We're looting a cave. I guess that's why my brain pulled Indiana Jones. I don't know. There's been no boulder chasing us so far. Oh, hey. Oh, I was just mashing the button. I didn't actually see anything there. Never mind. Good find. We don't want to Jar Jar it. We can find a thing to stop that. Huh? Is that a stock sound effect there? I don't think it is. It's not one I recognize if it is. There is a classic creaky, maybe it is. Because these, like the old metal, whatever you want to call it, the valve, the turny valve, is one that often gets a stock sound effect thrown on it. I think it's usually higher pitched than that, though. It's more of a... It's the one I'm thinking of that you hear all the time. Have I missed some of these? But yeah, that's part of the reason, Fry. I'm not actually a big dunker. What I tend to do, and I do this, I've done it with chocolate bars as well. It's quite nice. I just kind of munch on it, and like, you know how you get bits that are just like in the corners of your mouth and stuff, and stuck in your teeth after you've had a nice dry biscuit, and then just like drink the tea and like rinse my mouth with the tea, and then you get that combo taste. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. Wouldn't be the first aspect that would prove that. But it does solve the dunking issue. Now, I'm not going to go so far as to say, like, mixing cereal in your mouth or something starts to make sense. Like, I have heard it suggested. Why not just get a bowl of plain cereal and a glass of milk? Then spoonful of cereal, swig of milk. I'm like, no. Magical lock key, though. What's that? That's a bit far for me, personally. Needed to battle stronger backyard enemy. Okay, yeah, definitely worth going to the backyard again now. We can nail 3 stars, hopefully, with the guide. Ah, it's not open yet. Okay, other way. The intermediate tier. Get all the rewards from it, which seems to be mainly slot seeds, which is very useful. More skill slots for my immortals is never going to be something I sniff at. Dead. These guys and their fucking lame-ass confusion moves. Good hit. RNG wins again. So close. Bye-bye.
It appears I've still got a lot to learn.
3 combo. There we go. There we go. That's something to learn. That's the 3rd hit. Right, I can do maths. 1 more than 2 is 3. Right. 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Anyway. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. Presumably, eventually, he will get the level 8 spirit magic too. One thing at a time. Ba-ba-da-ba. Yeah, let's go back. Oh, wow, okay. Sure, sure. Cool, cool, cool. These guys, for real though, are starting to get a little bit dull. The variety down here, slightly lacking. Not quite strong enough to one-shot without a perfect. That's a dead, though. That is a dead. Uh-huh. What are they, anyway? Because they seem to have some kind of magic engine in their backs. Were they people to start with? They've got, like, Cthulhu mouthpiece, but other than that... they're close enough to human. And they're called experiments. 42nd version of the experiment, to be precise, I guess. Or the 42nd iteration. Is it 42nd or 46th? Anyway. Can you not? And just say you did. Buddy. Get wrecked. Gamble's kind of silly. In a fun way. I like it. Whereas the spell random is just silly in a random way. I might use it once, I guess. Cool. Composite magic. Let's take that off. And I guess once you've learned the black-white, we'll swap over. You're learning that. We can take off the 3 equipments at the very least. I reckon. Do it real quick. We need the royal equipment though. Yeah, we do. Put that waller back on. Yeah, there was nothing there. Heal. Continue. Boop. Oh. Interesting. Trap room.
Are we trapped?
Maybe.
You know you get scared way too much, Shorty.
Is he that short?
Yeah, well, you look scared too. Oh, very clever. Funny. Yeah. What is your problem? What are you hiding behind your mama? Wait. What did you just say?
Okay. If we go against each other, we play right into Gongora's hands.
It looks like something's happening. Be on guard.
Fight time. Fight music. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay.
Don't overdo it.
Wait, what was with the giggling? Were these children? Doll. Magic type. Mechanical. We can gamble that, hopefully, and just bop it. Yeah, let's do that. Swap those over, actually. Gravity for you. And a Nera for you. Well, that was learned. I should have sought that. Anyway. Can we just bop it before it causes problems? Let's try. Ah, shit. Well, suppose we could have come here a while ago. And... oh. A bold move. Really? That's the play? Wait. That won't work on at least most of the party. Yeah, there we go. Protection from status ailments, buddy. You done fucked up. Hey! Okay. Still not absorbing anything, though, which is weird. Is it because they're max? Or did it heal at the back row and I didn't notice? I don't know. Backyard Weekly. I hope that's the tips. For the high tier backyard. Nice. Nice. Wait, what were you? Or was it a royal thing or a special thing? Damn it. First things first. Level 8 black white. Special? There we go. Which one do I... It's fine, we may as well carry on with that for now. Did everybody else already learn that? Nullify all elements? No? Wait, why have you still got that? Okay, well that's a placeholder at least, but still. I guess you've not learned it yet. Hokey cokey. Anything in here? Shiny. Oh, actually. Attack boost 2 learned. Kinda might as well, I guess, but... Okay. I've already taken off special accessory and whatnot. Alright. Anything at the front? Nope. Oh. What could this be? Something of Gongora's, possibly, given that it's hidden in a place like this. Let's check it out. Maybe we can find what he's been up to in the 30 years we've lost. Oh, video time?
I have been sent on a mission. I'm not from this world. However, I've been sent to investigate this world. I have teleported across time and space. My consciousness continued even after I took on a physical form, and remains to this day. My home world and this world. For some reason, the two worlds seem to be linked on the same axis across space and time. Our world was becoming extremely unstable. Reports have begun to circulate that it would collapse. We believe this to be caused by interference from another world. This world, that was on the same axis as ours. Our pure untarnished world was being warped and distorted by some unknown force, not unlike a virus distorting a living being. Over the course of time, we realized that this virus could well be a soul or spirit. The interference from that other world was from the souls of its inhabitants.
Okay.
They were producing some form of energy that was distorting our world. Why did it have such an influence? To understand the cause of this phenomenon, to study this interference, we established a quantum teleporter, a means to send our consciousness to this other world.
Can we just take a second to acknowledge we've now reached the use of the term quantum teleporter? Okay. Just making sure that sinks in there.
And so we came to investigate.
So yeah, I guess this confirms they are aliens.
Including myself, there are 5 investigators. The others are Kaim Argonar, Seth Balmar, Ming Numara, and Sarah Sisselart. We arrived here without memories of our home world, and now live among the native inhabitants of this world while we carry out our mission. 1,000 years was chosen as a time frame sufficient to develop a deep understanding of this world's inhabitants.
Seems like a very long time. Wasn't their world dying? Isn't that what he was saying?
The way we arrived, with our memories locked away, has allowed us to become like the people we now live among. However, I awoke to the memory of this mission some days ago. I am leaving this recording so that this world may know that I existed. Given that time flows differently on the two worlds, we shall appear to neither age nor die on this world.
Time flows differently. Okay. That's you get out right there. Fair enough.
The 1,000 years of our investigation is equivalent to the
Okay. Right. Alright. Sure. So you've been gone for a year.
With the difference in the flow of time, we live much longer lives than those of
So it's not that they aren't aging, it's that they over 1,000 years they will have aged equivalent to 1 year, which ain't a whole lot.
By immersing ourselves in the history, culture, thoughts, and habits of this world, we succeeded in gathering detailed data. We will transmit our experiences to our home world in the hopes that it will give us the means of saving it. An unexpected result of our mission is that the Tower of Mirrors is causing a variety of odd changes in the natural order of this world. Wild animals run amok, and there are many sightings of monstrous creatures. The natural magic energy of this world has changed. This may in fact be a blessing. Magic energy has dramatically improved the lives of these people. When our consciousness was reconstituted within our new bodies, there was a resonance with the magic energy. The possibility that our existence has imparted even greater strength to this world's magic energy is very likely.
So we're responsible for the magic revolution. Okay.
We have seen much in our 1,000 years here, which brings us to the true nature of the virus. The lives and history of the people here are extremely ordinary, and we have seen many dynasties rise to power and fall again into oblivion, as if they were nothing but trivial occurrences. And yet the existence of the virus on our world shows that the events of this world had a tremendous impact, making a history that will never be recorded in any book here.
So the existence of people and their souls in this world is damaging the other.
Their feelings that dominate the minds of the people of this world. Their hopes and desires, their love and their hatred, their very lives and deaths. The events that bring fear or happiness to their every moment. All of these resulted in massive waves of something that interfered with our home world.
They're fucked over by emotion?
The hearts and minds of the people is what moves this world.
Eh?
At certain times, this was evident by the feelings of affection toward others. At other times, it was shown by the unrestrained drive to satisfy a great ambition. In the time we have lived among the people of this world, we have realized that these feelings, previously unknown to us, profoundly affect them. And the effects of these feelings are causing the massive energy waves that are affecting our homeworld. From our standpoint, these feelings are simply a virus. But in the course of 1,000 years, we have found them to be a very seductive virus. While here in this world, I have been infected by the virus of feeling, and have consequently attained
The virus of feeling.
To abandon this would be grievous and painful.
So the more you feel, the stronger your magic? Okay.
Think this way shows how deeply the virus has infected me. But the virus's seduction has been quite satisfying.
Virus that works. Yeah, virus that works on people's emotions. I never thought about it that way, but you may be right. Gongora did that? Come on, don't let him pull the wool over your eyes. He's going to use that to take over the world. I know, I know. I'm not about to let Gongora abuse everything I hold dear for his own cruel ambitions. Except, what if it actually would save the other planet? At that point, it's like, well, which planet do you prioritize? Okay, that's this area done by the looks of it. So if we're going to get through that locked off area. Oh, there we go. It opened. Is this just a faster exit, though? Might be. Oh, we're back in the lab. North? Chesto. Bingo. Oh. Well, I mean, it's nice, I guess. Berserker necklace. And a Hawkeye. I'm curious. Factual analysis. Oh, I should have got these ages ago. Alright, alright, that's fine. Go figure. Bum 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 bum. Wait, so I got the invisible chest thing. That's what that was all about. Forgot what we were doing there. Which means we can leave again. And our next destination is the Ypsilon Mountains. So, let's go catch a taxi out of here. Where is it? Taxi. Next area, I think. Nope, over here. Bum 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 bum. I did get the thing in here, right? Treasures. Around the waters where Kent once stood. Thought there was a place, a Kentish place still around? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, wait, actually, you're who I need to talk to. Great Gate. Wait, did that cost us money? Whatever. It's really not been a problem. I don't know which end is better to start from. We're probably going to do a run of the whole thing, though. It wasn't that long, anyway. Spent so much time there mainly running back and forth trying to level, if I recall. Come at it backwards, I think, here. Maybe? Not that it matters either way. Straight line and all that.
If it's a fight you want, you got it.
Oh, right, the little crown. Almost forgot. I don't think it's going to matter. Do we just... Oh no. Ow. No drain again. Why no drain? Did I take off drain ring? No. Bye-bye.
I did it! A perfect battle!
Still get good SP regardless. Worth noting. Alright, gotta go up. Ah, damn it. Yeah, would have been easier the other way. Whatever. In for a penny, in for a pound. Let's go. Was it more up, or was it just back this way? No, it was more up. Up in. While we're at it, thinking about it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, still have one there. 4, 5. And one that we've got that's not been read. Alright. What's this dude's deal? What's the matter, buddy? Oh, wait, what? Well, not every day I run into people in a place like this. Are you all travelers? Could say that. How about you, Gramps? What are you doing here? Oh, just wandering around reminiscing. This mountain used to be famous for being rich in ore. Used to come here to get components for my smithing when I was young. Now all the resources have been mined out for the construction of that grand staff up ahead. Even the coal mine was closed. Now there's nothing left. Is that it? Oh, I was expecting more. Nope. Alright, fine. Wait, this way? I know, scary. Okay.
That seemed like a needless
Ba
battle.
ba da ba 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 ba. Shouldn't I have learned something by now? I feel like something else trying to learn. Still 6 off? Okay. Fair enough. Meep.
Looks like we have to fight.
Ba-da-dum. I wonder if the mages could just punch and do the job here. Getting my practice. Uh-oh. They did 1 damage, lads. Panic.
That was close.
Can I push this one? No. No. Wait, was that a chest? No, it's a crate. Thought that was another chest at the back, but no, just another crate.
Out of my way.
Ba-da-da. Yep.
Leap before you look, I always say.
Right, nullify all elements can come off you. That needs to go on to Ming, I think. Once she's learned the composite book. Master earrings in the meantime. That can come off, right? Nullify all elements. Don't think it's a special accessory either. So that can come off, I think. Persistence, maybe? Double get out of jail free here. I'll survive on 1. And then it'll crisis defense. Because I think if you get straight killed, crisis defense won't get a chance to kick in. But if it knocks you down to critical level... Wait. There we go. Ailment resistance. Oh, let's equip that as well. We're good? I think we're good. Yup. Not there, not there. Bridge is not real bridge. Yes, the sounds are meant to scare me, but I'm fairly sure we can't be falling off. Meow. Okay. Force us. Is that 7 or 8? That is 8. I want these two, really. Where's my other 2 high-level elemental spells? Save as well because it's been a minute. Dump, 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 dump. Not that long, I guess. Nearly an hour. Yeah, I'd be annoyed if I lost an hour's progress. Bow, 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 bow. How do I get around? There we go. God, remember the boss up here? I can definitely see the Grand Staff's still there as well. Oh.
It's back in the Sea of Baus.
Oh, hey. Triggered a thing. Yep, it's definitely there. It's looking straight at it. In the Sea of the Baus. Alright, I remember the rain noise. Okay.
Let's take him now.
I wonder what I'll do this time. There we go. Oh. He has counter. Interesting. Huh. Accessory, I assume? Okay. Should probably just punch with Mac, actually. He probably does enough damage to be worth it. Robber Bibble. What level is he at? Give him a few more levels. We're not learning anything directly from him right now, though.
We've taken the advantage.
Oh, I forgot to. Never mind. Kind of like Seth with a little crown. Don't know, it's growing on me. I can dig it. Max MP up. Do either of... Do they not have it? Or did I just not equip it? Max up 4. There we go. I did. Come on. I know. Eternal rain on this mountain path. Holding the sprint button as soon as we can. We're taking off. Damn. Damn.
Let your guard down, eh?
Eh? What ring have you got? None. There we go. Have an attack boost. What's a nice generic? Yeah, matches your discus. There we go. Perfect. Wait, how come he gets to heal then? Because he's not sending it to the back row?
What a waste of time.
Wait. Is it specifically the character behind them? Because that's weird if so. Curious. I need them to take some noticeable damage so I can see what's going on. Meow. It's been a couple of hours, I think. Actually, going to get a drink before I start this, but could be time for that other story, which just leaves the 5 we haven't found yet. Portraitist of the Dead. Okay. Oh. Yeah, no. I am going to go and get a drink, actually. I'll be right back. At least this way there's music, though. Rather than that. Music and sound effects, I guess. Rather than that dull kind of drone from the other menu. Yeah, back in a minute. Okay. We are back. Put that pen away. That puzzle was short-lived, thankfully. Let me get comfy again. And let us jump back in. Oh. Cozy. Cozy. Ugh. There we go. There we go. I'm sure sitting cross-legged is great with a genetic predisposition to arthritis that I'm sure has already inflicted me at least once or twice. Anyway, she always has morning clothes with her. That way she can begin a portrait as soon as a request comes in. And so it is today. Having slipped into her morning dress in the shed on the pier, she boards the downstream ferry. Her hands are full. One holds the case with her painting tools, and the other the garment bag for her morning dress. She has heard that a rich man lies dying in a town 20 kilometers downstream. Her name is Rosa. It's a race against time, she says with a grim smile. I have to start as soon as possible, before their face changes. Changes how? Kym asks. It's hard to say. There is a deepening strain to Rosa's smile. But I know it when I see it, and the person has gone from this side to the other side. Once they've gone over, I can't paint them, at least not in a way that will please the family. It just can't be done. Rosa is a professional portraitist of the dead. The custom of preserving death masks is now widely practiced in this area. Families too poor to hire an artist daub the face of the newly deceased with dye and preserve the loved one's deathbed expression on a cloth pressed against the dyed face. I'm sorry, that kind of tickled me because I just imagined instead of just a bit of cloth, it's like a pillow. Like the cloth is over a pillow. And then you just like mush this pillow into the person's face. You could do it when you smother your loved one, you know, in their sleep. 2 birds, 1 stone. Unless they wake up in the middle and wonder why you're painting their face in the middle of the night. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Some families make a death mask with plaster. Only the wealthiest families can afford to hire a professional like Rosa, so that lurking in the background of an individual's death there can be a variety of disputes. I have heard families quarrelling over the inheritance behind my back, even as I sit there sketching the dead person. One widow presented my portrait of her husband to the court to prove that he had been poisoned. And other times, some loan sharks waited until the moment the man died and charged right into the house. One husband tried to spit in his wife's face as soon as she gave up the ghost. Apparently, she had been unfaithful to him for years. And he waited till she died to man up and do something. Oh, anyway. Rosa tells her stories with utter detachment. She reveals no emotion at all. This, she says, is indispensable to becoming an outstanding portraitist of the dead. You have to open your sketchbook and get your brushes going with the bereaved family members right there, overcome with grief. There's no way you can produce a good portrait if you become emotional or allow yourself to be swept up in the emotions of the people in the house. Kym responds with a silent nod. His only connection with the woman is to have boarded the same boat and sat at the same table in the cafe on deck. Only a few minutes have passed since she started volunteering her stories, but that is all it has taken for Kym to perceive the hint of nihilism lurking in her beautiful features. The more respectable artists despise painters like me. Why is that? Well, half of them accuse us of making our living from people's deaths. The other half look down on us for not being moved by what we do. I see their point. I mean, the emotions are what give rise to all the arts, whether it's painting, sculpture, music, or literature. We don't have emotions like that. We're nothing but craftsmen. Rosa speaks without a hint of either self-mockery or pride. Her tone suggests that she is merely stating the obvious in an obvious way. Kym takes a sip of his rye whiskey, and Rosa drinks from her rose-petal tea. The boat makes its leisurely way downstream. The season is spring. The river is high with snowmelt, and white water birds have settled on its surface. Strange, Rosa says with a giggle. When I first saw you, I thought you and I must be members of the same profession, which is why I took the initiative to speak to you. Kime gives her a strange smile. He knows nothing about painting, and he is fairly certain there is nothing about his appearance that would cause him to be mistaken for an artist. It well could be, however, that in the profile of this man drinking whiskey alone in the afternoon, Rosa has recognized the hue of a nihilism like her own. Or then again, she might have perceived the shadow of the other side clinging fast to Kime's back. That same detachment, right? Kime, at least before he still has quite a bit of it, right? Until a few days ago, Kime was on a battlefield. There he witnessed the killing of many enemies and many allies, but he was unmoved by any of it. Such youthfulness had long since vanished from him. Though outwardly unchanged, Kime has lived through several centuries. Rosa says that she is in her mid-30s and in her 10th year since becoming a portraitist of the dead, which apparently puts her near the beginning of her career. If you wouldn't mind, she adds, I have a few more things I'd like to discuss with you. When Kime nods silently in compliance, Rosa thanks him and gives him her first heartfelt smile of the day. Portraitists of the dead are never present while the subject is dying. The very fact that such a professional has been called means that the person's death is imminent, and so theirs is seen as a presence of ill omen, and even defilement. A family member or friend who has been at the bedside dares to broach the subject quietly in another room. Don't you think it may be time to call a painter? The answer, whether too soon for that, or I think you may be right, is delivered in guarded tones. Introduced to the family by the church, the portraitist never enters the house by the front door. Rather, he or she goes around to the back and is shown to a room where the sun cannot penetrate. There, the painter changes into mourning clothes and waits for the announcement of the death. Eventually, a quiet knock on the door is followed by a summons to appear, and the painter, dressed in mourning, sets to work. Not all deaths occur at the end of long lifetimes, of course. All too often, the painter must depict the face of one who has died young of illness or accident. The face that emerges in the artist's sketchbook radiates the delicate vivacity of one who has just crossed the border dividing life from death, one who has only moments before transited from this world to the other world. The work presented to the family is an oil painting done from the sketch, but Rosa believes the sketch itself is a far more authentic portrait of the dead. There is nothing quite like the atmosphere in a room where someone has just died. How to put it? It's as though the flow of time has stopped, or time itself has melted into the very air. The sobbing and the wailing sound as if they might last forever. The only movement of time in all this being the way the face of the dead person emerges little by little onto the blank white page of the sketchbook. She hands him her thick sketch pad. See, she says, showing him countless faces of the dead. This is 2 years' worth. Many of the faces are peaceful, but others are full of agony, and all without exception possess a mysterious presence. They differ unmistakably from faces in sleep. Neither, however, do they look dead. They seem as if they might open their eyes at any moment, or just as easily crumble into ash. They hover, men and women alike, on the very brink of death. After the body has cooled, it's too late. It's also too late if the family has begun making its preparations for the funeral. The game is won or lost in those very few minutes following the death itself. All we can do is start sketching, as efficiently and expeditiously as possible. With a painful smile, Rosa adds, in the eyes of the family, though, that makes me a cold-hearted woman. Kime turns the pages of her sketchbook, saying nothing. He would like to tell her that it is the same on the battlefield. There, no one has time to mourn the death of a soldier. If you're busy shedding tears instead of doing the next thing you have to do, you end up being one of those forced to travel to the other world. The final sketch in the book is unfinished, the face of a young girl. The general outlines of the hair and face are sketched in, nothing more. Kime looks questioningly at Rosa. My daughter, she says softly. But why? A portrait painter of the dead reaches full maturity in the profession when she is able to paint a member of her own family, which only makes sense. I mean, how self-serving is it if you can be coldly objective toward the death of a stranger, but not toward a member of your own family? Her daughter died 2 years ago. The girl's 3 short years of life brought to a sudden end by a bad flu that was making the rounds. I was holding her hands almost until the moment she died, Rosa says. I was in tears, calling her name and pleading with her to come back to me, not to die. After the doctor looked at her with a shake of his drooping head, though, Rosa released her daughter's hands and opened her sketchbook. Wiping her tears, she picked up her pencil and tried to sketch her daughter's face. But I couldn't do it. The tears came pouring out of me no matter how much I wiped them. I simply couldn't work. Kime turns his gaze on the unfinished sketch again. Some areas of the white paper were wavy, perhaps where Rosa's tears had fallen. I guess I'm not qualified to be a portraitist of the dead, she says with a smile, glancing down at the river. But still, if I had to choose one work of art to leave behind, this would be it. The boat gives a blast on its steam horn. Frightened, the birds on the river leap into the air in a great mass. Kime closes the sketchbook and returns it to Rosa. He considers complimenting her on the excellence of the drawing, but chooses silence instead. Such praise, he feels, could be a sign of disrespect for her work, for Rosa herself, and for her dead daughter. I didn't mean to bend your ear like this, she says. I'm sorry. She stands and peers at Kime once again. Really, though, you look like a member of my profession. Kime gives her a strained smile and shakes his head. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that, she responds with a strained smile of her own. And you probably won't like my saying this either, but please call me if you ever need a portraitist of the dead. Imagine that being your job. Anyway. I won't need one, Kime says. I have no family. No family? Well then, when your own time comes. With a little chuckle, Rosa leaves. Her right hand grasps the case with her painting supplies, her left the garment bag with mourning clothes. Unfortunately, Kime will never need her services. He will not, cannot, go to the other world just yet. On the long, long road of his life, how many deaths must he encounter? The steam horn blasts again. The boat gradually lowers its speed and edges toward the riverbank. The landing draws closer. When he leaves the boat, his journey will begin again. It will be a long journey. The next battlefield lies far beyond the mountains that tower in the distance. 10 minutes. Nailing it. We're caught up though. Double check. 1, 2, wait. Oh yeah, 5, yeah. We didn't start at the top. 5 out of, I think it was 31 I counted earlier. So I guess I've read 26 of those stories. Yeah, they're good. They're good. I'm glad to have done it. Something I'll only do once. Never again. Much like voiceover Final Fantasy VII playthrough. It's a one-off. Saved. It's archived. This is getting archived as well. Oh, it's already archived, in fact. Down here? Down here. Oh.
Don't overdo it!
Bop, 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 bop. Sorry, pal. Okay.
What a cinch.
Nice. There we go. In fact, let's see what's in here first. protection spell. Is that... Oh, we have all the level 8s. Still missing a couple of level 7s, though. Okay. Equip. Composite magic. Was it special or royal or... Might have been royal. That's fine. Comp magic. Boosh. Nullify all elements. Beautiful. And I think that'll be everyone with element resist and nullify, element resist and nullify. Element resist and nullify in a second. Element resist and nullify. Beautiful. Beautiful. Feels so strong. All my immortals kicking ass. Oh, wait. What? Ram? What am I ramming? Oh, tree. Okay. Probably faster to get out of the area this way now. Which, this end is the end I wanted to access the area from. Would have been easier. Fewer ladders for a start. But shit happens. Wait, random dead end? Oh. Already looted. Okay, that's fine. God, this was like... the third area in the game? It was the Wall Highlands, Ura, and then came to the mountains, right? 60-something hours ago. Wasn't actually looking. Oh no! Yeah, I don't know if no one on the back is taking damage or they're constantly getting healed. Either way. Wasn't there someone with another skill for spreading? There's that, which stops enemies absorbing from you. MP gift, no. More mental stability would be good. Oh, drain shower's what we want. Are we learning from Mac? 3 combo. Not right now. Okay, Jansen, you're coming back in briefly. Because I want that shit. Separating him from Ming. We're getting a little bit too close. You know what I mean? Alright, let's do that. Have you learned Black Staff? Yes. I think you both have, actually. Yeah, alright. How much SP was it? 15. Ah, no time. Easy. Easy. Get it off some babby fight. I checked this end right. Okay. Double checked. Wait, really? We just did one. We're not doing another one right now, but we found it. A chorus of cicadas. Okay, 4 left to find.
Let's take him down.
Mash, 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 mash. Oh, wait. I don't know what Jansen... Oh, Jansen's attacking. Oh, well. Maybe it works. Overkill. Wait, what ring does he have? Eh?
Well, that seemed like a needless battle.
These mechanics are going to make this party composition kind of weird, where my melee characters will be the primary healers? If they're absorbing and sending HP and MP round the party? I don't hate it, but it is weird. Right. Crimson Forest. Back here again. Just looking for something right at the back of the area. I think I know the fastest way. I think if I go to the northeast corner, that teleporter takes us pretty much down to the end of the area, doesn't it? There we go. Oh, that means Jansen won't be able to learn level 4 composite. Or use them, rather. Because
What a waste of time.
you won't be able to equip the special equipment. I'm still teaching Ming and Sarah, right? Just wondering... Oh yeah, we wanted to learn those. Right. Although we can keep rotating that 5th slot anyway. Boop. Still never found the deal with that blummin' boulder at the start. You can roll around. It didn't seem to do anything. I see it. Yeah. Cursed Crest. Wait, what? Level 8 Spirit Magic. Alright. Oh, we don't need Mac to learn it now, then. Might as well. Eh. Nah. They're gonna want it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll leave it off. We can absolutely equip that to, like, Jansen or something when we've taught it to the Immortals. It does feel like the Mortals side of the available party members, though, are kind of underpowered a little bit. They end up just becoming skill slaves, basically. They do the hard work, and then we just absorb useful stuff. It's weird. Because I can't think of any reason not to have the 4 Immortals at least in, plus whichever 5th mortal you choose. There we go. Particularly since if they get KO'd, after a couple of turns, they'll res at half health. Which is pretty good. And they can be customized a lot more, of course. Which end's it going to be? Over here? Where Lirum got launched off the cliff? Or jumped off, I guess. Death, huh? We have all the level 8s. 4 turns, 100 MP. Again, sounds great, but it's blatantly not going to work on... Well, it's never going to work on bosses, is it? And probably any other strong enemy that you'd want to use it on. I think that end. Ba, ba, ba. Back up here again. There was a chest here and the royal thing, and now it's an invisible chest. Loot zones. Regeneranus. Presumably that opens up. Yeah, here we go. All generators. 2H, 90 MP, but that's big heals. Still missing some stuff though. Curious. Oh, it'll be related to the elemental spells that we haven't got for a start, won't it? And I guess there's 2 white magics as well. Which hopefully are dotted around somewhere I've not accessed yet. We found the pirating goat, sir. We've got to go back again though. East? Which side's better to go into? Oh, backyard's in here too. We can go and do that. Yeah. I think it's here. I can hear it. Big buff. That leaves one more, but we'll go and do the backyard. No, we'll go and do this first because I want to complete it. And then we'll come back and do the backyard. Won't take more than a minute. Sorry, Kime's hard to steer sometimes. Alright. Okay. And then there's the treasure wherever Kent was. Anyway. see you. Or mind us. Yeah, 2 missing there, 2 missing there, 3 missing here. I like these though. It's good stuff. Oh. That should be all of the invisible chests. That's another one ticked off. And yeah, 4 dreams. Some treasure hunts, but we'll see about that. I'll probably do the ones I find, but I don't know how much I'll seek out other ones. Back to the backyard, I guess? Let's do some fighting. Some puzzle fighting. Get some more skill slots. Bum, 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 ba-dum. And save. Not saved in a minute. Let's do that right now. Never found that black Kellalon or whatever that they kept talking about. I can't even remember where that was. Somewhere else as well that talked about a monster roaming. I don't know. Is it you I speak to? Key for a magic lock. Yes. Heavy class. Not right now. First of all, talk to this guy. Backyard Weekly. Yeah, you take a look. I don't know which ones we didn't get though. Don't just save the Kellalon Papa, get the Mama too. Spray them with water. Right, save Mama and Papa. Got it. I think I killed the Mama. Biography of Backyard. That'll be the top level explanations then. Oh, I only got one of them level 3. Alright. Good a choice as any.
I'm always ready.
Right, so if we just... Might as well defend here. Wait, we have 3 mages. Fire against the wind. Yeah. Water against the fire. Wind against the earth. This fast casting is working great. One down. She's alive. Can we just bop him? I think we can just bop him. Back. Does that get the bonus?
That was close.
Slot seed. No. Okay, that's fine. What was the next one? Oh, I also had the biography of Backyard. Well, I guess before we do each upper level fight, we're gonna get his insight. Even if you're blinded, you can still hear their wing beats. Try aiming for those first. Aim for the wing beats first. Okay. Complete knowledge about the backyard. Good. I'm glad you're finding the book useful. Go for the wing beats. Interesting. Don't know how well this party's going to work, but we'll see. Hey, we can't be status. We have ribbon. What? We?
Man, this is getting old real quick.
I'm sure it won't help. Status will override for the purposes of this, I'm sure. Get the bird first, eh? Kill the owl first. This party is not a good time for this. Wait, I can item this, can't I? Should I just do that? Probably. Alright. Wind. Throw fire at you? What did the others? Whatever. Let's throw them. In fact, I could probably just be throwing the baby ones.
Okay.
Connect. Oh no.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Why does it... Awkward one. Awkward one. Yeah, okay. Back to all attacking the owl. I should have swapped my team around. Oh, connection. Oh, except... Right, yeah. Can I get out of this fight? No. I'm trying to think. Maybe skills? Maybe skills have a better attack rate, a better hit rate. Ooh, 23. But I don't have any attacking skills equipped. Do I just have to hope? Don't think I like the special conditions of this fight very much. Ideally, you use things like this to provide like a kind of puzzle or teach a mechanic. But this is just what if we locked away your ability to do things? Which... maybe I'm missing something. Still has so much HP. I don't know what... it's not... that wouldn't work, right? It'd be silly if it did. If the answer is just, you know... use item to fix it. Is this what we're doing? Would explain why his focus is to buff these guys to make it really hurt. Could just let them die. Not like I can heal them with magic anyway. Don't want to use a ton of items. I should switch rings. Maybe the anti-aerial rings have more accuracy? I don't think so. Despite being called an aim ring, I don't think it actually has any extra aim. But I can check. Or equip it anyway for at least a little bit of extra damage. Right. Yeah. This one's just sucks. Aerial killer, higher level, maybe? Just one. Nothing? I wonder. I wonder. Slayer ring her. Gotta connect though. I'm not sure this one is worth the effort, if I'm honest. I know it only needs doing once, but kind of ass. Find myself kind of wishing the enemy did more damage. Oh, right, yeah. They really aren't going to get to do jack shit to me. No insta-death. Shame. Thing is, They now can't damage her. And even if they take her out, she'll come back in 2 turns. It will take longer than that for them to kill everyone else. All they can do is make it take longer. 0 damage, huh? It said later. Didn't work. Did the death trigger, but it wasn't allowed because it's special fight? Would be lame. Uh-huh. Don't do it on yourself. Damn you, fucker. Oh, right. Cool, Jansen's paralyzed too. Never gonna hit anything again. We're in lockdown now. Oh my god. I should have gone for the damage. I will next turn, in fact. Uh-huh. Right. We take that. Or, wait. We'll try it. Nope. I'm not healing. If you kill them, that's fine. Better damage, at least. Yeah, Kaim has too much HP for you to be a problem, though. God damn it. Maybe?
Sorry about that.
There we go. Oh, it's not half HP. Still? If I recall, it's more than the resurrection item. Just wait. Oh, I didn't have a fire level 3. Ah, that'll do. Damn it. Huh? 1? I don't even understand how going for the bird first would make the fight different. It's just the hardest way of doing it. Yeah. 0, really? Why 0? Right, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. This is Dragon. I really don't see a better way of doing it, though. Nice. Perseverance. Maybe. Ugh. Go on, KO Sarah again. Or is she still defended? Still defended. Are they not all buff? Apparently not. See what I mean? They'll keep rezzing. Given enough time, we win this, but holy shit, is it time consuming. There we are. Perseverance. Dead. See, why does she hit for 0? Oh, it's nearly dead. Nice. Alright, 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 alright. Now at least these are on the front row, so no guard condition for them. Uh-huh. In fact, we could just throw bombs at them, I think. Oh no, there's still miss. Yeah, never mind. Earth. Counter with wind. Woo, okay. Nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, at the very least, everyone we kill is one less attack we have to sit through the animation of on the next turn. Let's do it. Damn you. Yes. Oh my god, that damage. It's good damage. Also, real glad I didn't waste time healing. Like I say, chances of actually getting wiped here were very low. Would have taken a long time. That doesn't give us the special, the slot seed. I'll be quite unhappy. Come on. All right. Next one, against all odds. We do fully heal, right? Yeah, thought so. Also, though, we don't get XP or SP. Against all odds? Against all odds. Don't heal yourself. Doesn't use status elements much. Okay. Don't heal. I think is the important part to get from that. Who is it against? Tolton only. Right. I didn't heal? Or did I? Oh, I may have put on regen. We can swap his items out in combat.
Hey, I wasn't ready.
Or I could have at least given him a better sword, maybe. Although... no healing with items or magic. What about that? Right? What's really useful right here? Any bonus defense or evade? Let's do that. Power hit? No. Do we just keep attacking? This is the magic delay ring, right? Didn't delay him that much. I'll rip. Uh-oh. Complete defense time? Not fast enough. Oh, wow. Lucky. Wait, why did the absolute defense not stop that? I think I can at least give him a better sword, though. Maybe the HP steal isn't the answer. Hang on. Because we can take that off for a second. That's at least more damage. Damage up. Paralysis? Probably not. Assume elements aren't going to work. Gaia ring maybe? Damage and crit. We'll take that. Tolton's on full. Against all odds. Do I just give it some beans? Or should I do that first? Let's do that first. Uh-huh. No. Better damage at least. Come on, I need perfects. Ooh. There's the crit. There we go. There we go. Yeesh. Keep going. Big damage. He's not even leaning yet. Go on. Sweet. Cool. Hopefully perfect defense didn't count against me. Slot seed. Let's just check what the next fight is. Fireworks night. Okay, just defeat everyone. Might as well keep that on him. In fact, at least one of these is a... There we go, have the Royal Knight Ring. Makes sense. That's more damage. What's Jansen got on? Okay, that's coming off. Oh, wait. Level 8 Spirit. Didn't notice you learned it. Did we get the level 4 composite already on you? Yes. So that should be every spell available to her. Right, what's the dealio? Fireworks. Blow them all away at once. Try roasting them alive with fire. Okay. Get them all at once. Use fire. Yeah? Yeah? I think it does what I think what it wants me to do is destroy them all in the same attack. Or maybe just in the same turn. Use fire on them, it says. Will that make them all explode? Let's just try that. Does this make them explode like bombs from Final Fantasy? What if I keep spamming weaker fire attacks on them all? Are they glowing more? Or am I imagining it? Let's try it. Oh! Well then. I guess that was the play. Good damage, good damage. Elemental resistance making that 0. Except for Jansen. I think he'll be alright. Okay, that one was interesting.
It appears I've still got a lot to learn.
Oh, no slot seed. How many do we have right now? Another 3. Okay. Yeah, actually I am. My instinct was to call it here for the afternoon at least. Because I'm starting to get hungry and losing concentration. So, I'm going to save up. Pick this back up tomorrow afternoon. It's Monday now, right? Tuesday tomorrow, so it's not Divinity Wednesday. Yeah, I'll be back on this evening with something. If anyone has a request, hit me up in Discord. I'm game if I've got it. If no one has any multiplayer requests, I'm kind of considering Mario Odyssey. I'm not sure. There's also a few indie games that I could pull out of the bag. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to jump off. Have a good rest of your day, people. I will fry. I will. Gonna have some scrunchy food. Scrummy? Scrummy food. That's the word. Brain, yeah, falling apart. Anyway, yeah, thanks for hanging out, folks. It's been a good one. Catch you later. Yeah, hopefully for more of this tomorrow. We'll start a little bit earlier as well. No skip runs planned, as far as I know. So hopefully I might even try and get on around midday. Really stick some time into this. Which also gives me more time for food between this and an evening stream. But yeah, have a good one. I'll catch you later. Peace out.